Okay, good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, depending on what time it is for you guys. So I'm joining a Battle for Zendikar Swiss draft for you. I'm recording this for SeemsGoodMagic.com. I am new, as you've probably gathered, by the fact that you won't recognize me. So I hope to do my best. I like to think I'm funny. You'll let me know. I'm almost definitely going to make horrible mistakes. But yeah, so let's get this draft on the roll and let's have some fun. Let's do some shenanigans. I'm gonna force 5 color if I can. No promises. Alright, see you in a bit. Okay, the draft has fired, and let's see what we've got once it loads. We have Omnath. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh, I like Omnath. Omnath is very, very funny. And I suppose he's the red green landfall deck's generic top end. Could just force Omnath shenanigans. That's certainly fun, I'll say that. We've also got the amazing Awaken Coastal Discovery, which is just a super powerful card. I like it a lot. Slab Hammer, which has done a lot more work than I thought it would, having seen people using it. One of the less amazing allies, in my opinion, the Grove Tender Druids. I think I'm gonna go the ramp and landfall into Omnath, because I mean I had him in my pre-release for this event, resolved him exactly once, and he's kind of hard to deal with, you know, because even if they straight up just kill him off the bat, I mean he bolts them or a thing, you know, and I'm okay with that. So I'm gonna take him. And we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do something stupid. We're gonna go ramp and shenanigans. What we're gonna get. And okay, so what do we got here? We got the United Front Allies thing for Converge. We got the Despoiler, who's just huge. If you got processors, nothing that really straight out jumps at me as run Omnath with this and it goes well. You know, I've had fun with the allies, and allies like being 5 color, and 5 color is stupid. So even if I don't end up running Omnath, I'm going to take this United Front because you can easily, like 2 colors, it's acceptable. It's not great if you have some of the pump dudes. 3 colors and it starts to gets pretty shenanigan-y. So I'm gonna take the United Front and hope for the best. Okay. Well then. Seek the Wilds, Reckless Cohort. Those are similarly on the plan. There's a Complete Disregard. I'm a little sad here. It's looking like I'm not going to get the Allies deck, I'd wager. I might take Rush of Ice. That's not the card I'm thinking of. I don't know. I think I'll go Seek the Wilds because it helps fixing and it sort of helps with the landfall-y plan if we end up 5 color or... Oh god. Okay, whatever. Oh dear. Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that. It helps with the 5 color and sort of landfall-y type stuff. And yeah, I like doing stupid things. There's a Scythe Leopard. It was pretty good in the landfall deck. There's also a Retreat to Valakut, which is also quite good in the landfall deck. I'm going to take the Scythe Leopard because he works better in a vacuum than Retreat to Valakut. I kind of want creatures before I do that, you know? Oh, there's landfall stuff. Okay, we're picking up our landfall things, and we're not picking up the allies, unfortunately, so sorry, United Front, you're going away. We're going to go landfall, and this guy makes elementals. He exiles them, so you don't get a free bolt if your Omnath's in there, but he does make elementals. Not completely irrelevant. And we're gonna cut red and green as hard as we possibly can. Cut everything that says landfall, basically, is my plan, so that our opponents, our fellow people here are like, oh, it's no point going landfall, you know. Natural connection, instant speed landfall, and fixing, and ramp. I like all of those things. Yeah, let's take this like this. Let's keep up the plan. I'd like to pick up some of the slide runners and that 3-mana 2/2 I can never remember the name of. Basically, all the landfall stuff and some nice things to top end. Omnath, interestingly, kind of awkward because you ramped Omnath and then have to keep ramping. But that being said, he works pretty well as a ramp target if you continue to just draw ramp stuff afterwards, because it still works really well with him. Oh, there is an infuse. Okay, so there's an infuse with the elements, which is pretty good. I've seen it do a lot of work. But there's also a Territorial Baloth, who is pretty solid on a landfall deck, and there's also an Ondu Champion, who's just solid. I'm thinking take the Baloth. Yeah, I'm taking the Baloth, just for posterity's sake. Okay, so we're taking the Fertile Thicket here, actually, because we need the land. We need the land fixing, most likely. We need the land consistency as well. So we're gonna take that. And yep, so far so good. It's looking pretty landfally. Hold on one sec while I just check that I'm actually recording. I am. Okay, great. Radio. I'm going to pause the recording and wait for the next pack. Okay, Slabhammer came back. So did Looming. It was also Looming Spires, both of which are very good. Annoyingly, very good with each other. I'm gonna take the Looming Spires, I think, because Slabhammer, well, I don't know. They're both pretty good. Let's take the Looming Spires because it works reasonably well in just an aggressive deck anyway, even if you don't get all the landfall triggers. It works pretty well. So we have another Seek the Wilds, Reckless Cohort, and the Despoiler Wield. That's kind of scary. So obviously no one's processing, or they would have just snapped that right up. But I'm going to take Seek the Wilds here. Reckless Cohort, I mean, it functions, I guess. It's acceptable. So we're doing pretty good. We've got 10 playables, pretty much. I don't want to play the Reckless Cohort, but I will if I have to. So what would I like to see? Let me think. Some Swell Surges or whatever it's called. Sure Strike's a pretty good pickup here, actually. Not a bad card at all. Basically anything that gets us more ramp. I don't know, Nissa's Renewal for random value. I don't know, Oblivion Sower on the mythic end. If I'm just going to state this now, if I open Void Winnower, I'm running Void Winner because opponents can't even, and that makes me laugh like a small child. I am very easily amused. So, okay, so these are our realistically 9. Oh, Volcanic Upheaval. That's actually pseudo-playable in this format. It kills an awakened target if you're really screwed for ways to deal with that. I'm okay with that. Things that are nice to pick up here. More things with landfall. Fight spell. That fight spell, I can remember, Unnatural Aggression or something. Touch of the Void, I guess. Some removal. More big stuff is also pretty good. Yep, I'm okay with plenty of these things. Shambling Vent. I'll be right back. I'm going to double check if that's worth anything. Shambling Vent is worth a whopping 5 tickets, so I'm totally taking that. So I am revealing my priorities here, which are continue to play the game for as long as possible without having to pay for anything. Because money. That being said, this was not an immensely exciting pack anyway for us. And there's a Belligerent Whiptail, which is not atrocious. And a Hedron Archive, I guess, to try and get us to Omnath, sort of, maybe. But, yeah, it's kind of a disappointing set. So I'll take this Shambling Vent, and who knows, maybe we'll end up running it in some shenanigan 4-course. So, ooh, Desolation Twin. Desolation Twin. I kind of want to take it. I kind of want to take it. I really do, but I'm not going to. I'm take the Swell of Growth here, because it ramps and is buff stuff. It's an all-around solid card. If Desolation Twin wheels, I'm totally taking it. Like, just full stop. What do we got here? We've got Rolling Thunder, which is just unbelievable. We've got Touch of the Void, which is pretty good removal as well. Almost certain I'm taking the Rolling Thunder here. The Brutal Expulsion still in the pack, which is a neato card, I'll be honest. Oh, it's pretty neat. Yeah, we're taking the Rolling Thunder here. Very, very powerful card. Can just wipe their board. Okay. So, Earthen Arms, Nettle Drone, Vestige of Emrakul, all pretty decent cards. I think I want the Vestige just because I want more beefy stuff in my deck, so I'm going to take him. But yeah, we get some beef, we buff said beef with our various buff effects, and then we just smash them. There's Retreat to Emeria, which is a card I would not be unwilling to splash, I'll be quite honest, because of how powerful it is. I also want an Outnumber, which is more powerful in my opinion. Probably actually the Retreat. Oh, there's also Unnatural Aggression, which I didn't notice. Do we go splashy with the Retreat, or do we go just decent with the Aggression? We go splashy. We're here to have fun. We're here to have fun. Ramp and splash and landfall. Cards that say landfall. That is this deck's plan. So what's going to happen is this deck is going to collapse in on itself when I draw none of the lands and all the landfall triggers, or all of the lands and all of the landfall. So, spoilers. Nothing intensely exciting here. I mean, I guess Boiling Earth, pretty decent against Scions. Like, I don't really think Brood Hunter Worm is amazing, and the Giant Mantis is acceptable. It's a giant spider. I don't know why it's a Giant Mantis instead of a giant spider. Maybe there's no spiders on Zendikar. I'll take the Boiling Earth. For now, we'll keep it in until we get something better. There's no Swell of Growth. Yeah. So I've got my many ramp triggers. Now I need to pick up my actual creatures and stuff to play with them. So this is turning out pretty well, I'd like to think. We've got 2 non-basics we can definitely play. Got a rare that's worth a non-insignificant amount of tickets. Yep, this ain't bad. 3 mana 2/3 or 2 mana Combat Trick. I need the creatures, so I'm gonna take 3 mana 2/3. He functions. Okay. We're gonna take the Archive here, because Rolling Thunder and Omnath both like having large amounts of mana. Rolling Thunder is just really, really good because it's like Fireball, but better. So yeah, X damage divided as you choose among any number of card creatures and or players. It's just like you draw that late game and you just kill everything. And here my Retreat to Valakut came back. Yay. I'm very, very okay with this. I like this card a lot. It's pretty neat. Making their things not able to block is pretty good for like a win condition type thing. Pumping your guys is never bad. Yep. It's pretty good with any number of guys who themselves have landfall pumps, like Territorial Bailoff and Scythe Leopard. I mean, it's less good with Scythe Leopard, obviously, but you know. You accept what you take. Hey, Lava Step Reader. He's not amazing, but 1 mana 1/2 is... I don't know. I used to think this would be a reasonably good card. We'll have to see how good he is. We'll have to see. Once again, I'm going to check actual recording. Yep, okay. Terrible paranoia of this, because I recorded one with no audio before. So I want to make sure everything's working correctly. Hey, another Earth and... No, just first Earth and Arms. I'm totally taking Earth and Arms. That's a good card. I like it. 2 mana, 2+1/+1 counters on something is pretty decent. 7 mana, big ass dude is pretty great. Let's take... Sandstorm Bridge in case we want to just fight splashing stuff, and I don't really think I'm gonna run a Hedron Blade. Like, it's pretty good against a large amount of colored stuff, but not that great. And someone took the basic. Didn't get that Desolation win back, so I'm a little sad about that. But I think Omnath is, in my opinion, probably going to be easier to get to and more powerful when he hits. Because making 5/5s and bolting things, probably better than 2 10/10s. So what do we got here? We got this guy, Valakut Predator, who I like. I am sad about Noyandar Royal Shaper here, who is just pretty darn powerful. There's a Breaker of Armies, which is a very, very good card. But I think we're sort of set for top end, and we need more early drop aggressive stuff, and Valakut Predator is pretty much exactly that. So yeah, I'm going to take the Predator and be a little sad that I don't get to also take the Breaker of Armies. But maybe we get lucky. Maybe we get lucky. Also, I am now 12 or 13, I think, packs deep into Battle for Zendikar, and still no expeditions. I am sad. They're not worth nearly as much in online as they are on paper, but they're still worth a solid 40 tickets, which is, 3 drafts, which is a lot. That's a lot. Okay. Stone Fury, Swell of Growth, Territorial Bailoff. All of these are good cards. I'm thinking Bailoff because I need creatures at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, I need more creatures, so I'm taking the Bailoff. Okay. Oh, Blighted Woodland. Yes, there is the Plated Crusher, who's just insane. Though, he's like just super hard to get rid of. Just super, super hard to get rid of. Do I want him, or do I want the Woodland for the landfall and ramp? Oh. I'm gonna take the Crusher, I think, because I'm slightly more likely to get the Woodland back. I'm gonna wager on, yeah. Instantly rewarded with a second Woodland. Okay. Yeah. Tajura Stalwart, not bad here. Outnumber, not bad. Natural Connection, those are all obviously pretty good in the deck, but I want the Blighted Woodland. I just straight up want it. Oh. Yes, Marassa Ranger. He's my landfall. Beefy beef. What? I'd never seen Painful Truths before. It's a converged Sign in Blood. That seems pretty mediocre. I'm taking the Marassa Ranger over the Slide Runner here, I think, because Marassa Ranger's pretty pretty good. You know, you just start pumping them up every turn. I like it. I'm totally okay with that. Yep, this has turned out pretty well so far. And we've even got cuts to make, so probably cutting that retreat to Emeria, because as powerful as it is, I don't think it's worth it. And hopefully get a replacement for this Void Tenant, who is just a 3-mana 2/3 in the deck at the moment. Get some aggressive stuff. If we're lucky, you might pick up something surprising. So, Natural Connection or Stadur Stalwart. Stalwart's just a 3-mana 2/3. 90% of the time might run an off-color basic, maybe, or Natural Connection to continue the ramp. Let's take the Stalwart. Okay, Fertile Thicket or Seek the Wilds. Or just a Devastator, actually. Because I think we're pretty set for ramp and fixing at the moment. Yeah, he's just another good end game target to ramp into. Oh no, there's an Evolving Wilds and a Natural Aggression. They're both really good in my deck. I guess we take the Unnatural Aggression because we kind of need some sort of removal. Okay. I'm obviously not happy about it, but you know, there comes a time where you have to accept it. And oh wow, the Breaker of Armies wheeled. Considering I don't particularly want any of the rest of them, I'm going to take the Breaker of Armies and run it over the Devastator, because I'm pretty sure Breaker of Armies is a better card. Devastator's pretty good and all, but Breaker of Armies just wipes their board. So yeah, this is interesting. This is very interesting. I'm going to cut the cohort now. Yeah, wow. This turned out surprisingly well. I'm going to cut the Earth and Arms again as well. This deck is definitely an 18-lander because, oh my god, we got Stone Fury and Swell of Growth back. Take the Stone Fury because it's reasonably good removal. The Blighted Woodland too, oh my goodness. Or to take the Eyeless Watcher for just straight up round value. Blighted Woodland because landfall for days, sun, Natural Connection get back too. These are both pretty mediocre cards, so I'm taking the island. I'm taking my full art lands, I like them. They're pretty. And there's a Seek the Wilds, which I don't need. But oh my goodness, this turned out far better than we had any right for it to. So I'm cutting the Vestige because we're planning on skipping turn 4. Possibly we're skipping one of turn 3 or 4, and it doesn't really matter which. But our turn 5 and our 5 drops, 7 drops, and 8 drops are just super solid. Yeah, wow. So just straight up 4 playable non-basics and a rare that do I just run it for stalwart value? No I don't. I just accept that he's a 3-mana 2/3 in this deck. Yeah, so cuts to make. Interesting. I'm going to cut a Seek the Wilds and a Lava Step Raider, I think. Yeah. This turned out pretty well, I'd like to think. Going all in on Omnath is the plan. Make some elementals. Hit them with them. Yep. I'm aware that Earth and Arms does make a land of elemental, but I don't think that's all that great when we're just gonna go crazy, like Side Leopard into Swell of Growth, into doing other stuff. I don't even know. We're going to go and ramp in, and it's going to be amazing, and we're not going to scrub out in round 1 and then get 2 buys, because that has happened to me before. It was pretty disappointing. However, we are going to sort by colour. Wow. Okay, so this is probably like a, I don't know, bear in mind that we've got 2 colourless ones that require green as well, that ramp us. Jeez. That's what am I going to think? 8-6, which is actually 9-7 and 2. That's 18, yeah. Yes, it is. I can count. I'm not tired. I'm totally not tired. It's totally not 1 a.m. and I'm totally not doing this instead of sleeping. Yeah. I mean, probably should have picked up some outnumbers or something. Maybe some scion generators. But I think we're just gonna have fun with our really stupid deck that has too many landfall triggers. So I'm gonna submit this. We'll see how we do in round 1. So later, folks.